Well, hello everybody. How are you today? Welcome to our Lunch and Learn, making a great first impression. Yes, that's what we're going to talk about today. But um, anyway, before we get into a slide deck and start getting down into the trenches, the nitty gritty of making a great first impression, what I would like to know is, what are you having for lunch today? As you know, or if you don't know me, I'm kind of a foodie. I'm just curious, like, what is going on for lunch today? Are there grilled cheese sandwiches? Are there tacos involved? Soup? Talk to me, everybody. Tell me what's going on out there. Anyway, hey, I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to talk about, making a great first impression. I'm excited about Mailbox Power. I'm excited about what it's doing for a lot of folks to every single day. I was over at the shop this morning, and 15,000 orders today is not a small day of orders. That is for sure. But anyway, let us go ahead and kind of dive into this thing. I'd really like to go ahead and get started. I know we've been here 1:10, and we usually don't go over 30 minutes. Well, all right, me and Vanessa do. Vanessa's not going to be with me today. We both can get a little bit windy, but anyway, I think the topics are great, and so is the content. I hope you enjoy it very, very much. Please comment in the make comments if you've seen something you like. Would love to hear from you. Oh, good to know. Protein bar, Jill Branson, good to know. And a bologna sandwich. Yummy. Haven't had one of those for a while. How about a turkey veggie wrap? Heck yeah, Teresa. And cheese and crackers, Marie, of course. And Yvonne, egg salad, blueberries, and raw veggies. Yummy. You are doing it right. All right. Well, here we go. Let's go ahead and just get cracking on this thing. So making a great first impression, right? And what we're really talking about is a lot. You get one shot at a first impression, just one, right? And that is super important. And, from an early age, most of us learn the importance of first impressions when you're making friends, going to school, dating, getting started in the workplace. That's where we really start to learn about making a great first impression. And first impressions are not just as important, are as important in business relationship as they are in personal relationships. As a matter of fact, I think we meet more new people in the workplace than we do at home. Now, over the course of the past couple of years, a lot of social norms and business protocols changed radically, as we all know. Even the simple act of shaking hands has kind of gone by the wayside. People are looking for new ways, to connect. And there are many ways to follow up. Yes, that is a great topic all unto itself. But, after your first meeting, do you call? Do you email? Do you text? Do you direct message, etc.? What do you do? One of the best ways to really stand out is send a personalized card and or a gift. If it really matters, that is the deal. That is where I'm at when I meet somebody new. Now, one of our customers who uses Mailbox Power to turn cold LinkedIn leads into warm friends said their enrollment percentage is up 250%, with referrals up 300%, and a 50% decrease in the sales cycle. And I want to share with you kind of what's happening. They meet people on LinkedIn, their first impression, right? Well, there's more to follow, because what they do is they send a gift with a treat right out of the gate. And they don't call them until they know that second call doesn't happen until they know they actually received the gift. And that is a great first impression as well. Okay. Now, let's go into this. Now, create relationships, right? Before ever asking for the business. So what do you say in your card? Beyond the obvious, nice to meet you. Certainly, there's a lot that you could say. And today, I'm going to share examples with you as well. I actually have examples of what other people use and even what I use for a nice to meet you. Now, thanks for Zooming with me, right? I mean, half the meetings are Zoom meetings anyway, so why wouldn't you just go right into Zoom? Thanks for Zooming with me. I mean, it's kind of a big deal. We don't meet a lot of people in person anymore. We do meet people over Zoom, which is a great thing unto itself, but I'll tell you, there's something missing about sitting face-to-face with somebody. I mean, that body language isn't there. Quite a few things are missing. It's great to connect with you. It's great connecting with you. I mean, these messages are letting that person know that you're thankful that you were able to talk to them, meet with them. You're thankful, or you're looking forward to working with them, or you're thankful that they even took your call. I mean, really taking that next step and communicating the fact that you are grateful. And, we have to come from a place of gratefulness where we are grateful for what we have. We are grateful for those meetings that happen. We are grateful for people taking our call and listening to what we have to offer them and us listening to them. I mean, it is kind of a big deal. It's how business works, right? Somebody calls and says, hey, I think I got a great tool for you. And all of a sudden you go, oh, well, I'm interested in hearing more about that. If it's a great tool for me, right? You meet with them. And then what happens after that? So personalize your card makes it more meaningful. And this is a big deal. We have a nice to meet you series, a thank you series. We've got a lot of different options in the mailbox power, system that you could choose from. So when you reach out to keep the connection alive, you take the relationships one step further than most people are willing to do. And when you put in that extra effort, you're the one who gets remembered. And, I'm going to ask this question of my audience here today. How many of you have actually received a nice to meet you or a thank you for meeting with me? And something more than just a card. Because people do send text and emails, and I'm not saying you shouldn't send those. What I am saying is if you'll put in the extra effort, the recipient will realize you put in the extra effort and they will know that you really, really want to work with them. And that's what this is all about. And personalizing your card, using the first name, I mean, all of it makes sense to me. Now, nice to meet you cards. Use first names to make it personal. And as you can see, nice to meet you, first name. The pleasure is mine, first name. Nice to meet you, first name. These are a big deal. When they receive a card and it actually has their name on it, they know that it didn't come out of a mill because it just doesn't say nice to meet you and doesn't really use their name. Using their name is a big, big deal. So that is what's here. So see, I'm seeing this Facebook, Messenger, somebody on Facebook, never have they ever gotten anything, right? It makes sense. It just, you're making your potential customer, prospect, or your new customer feel really, really good. Now, you can always have fun with this stuff too. As you can see, a couple of dogs, nice to meet you, right? There's always a question when two dogs meet. Slice to meet you. Really just, having fun with this. Hi, nice to meet you with a cow. There's some really, really fun cards in our database that you have access to. You should just check it out. Jump right into that design catalog, go to the nice to meet you section. You'll see tons and tons of stuff there for you to use. Now, when you want to make a great first impression, send a small personalized gift along with your card. And it's always nice when things match. As you can see this, nice to meet you, first name. There's a picture of some people meeting, and then the same image is used for the treats. And, folks, so you're going to spend $10. Does the relationship, is it worth it to you? Do you want that relationship? Do you want that person to know that you actually, care, that you actually want to do business with them? Because that's kind of the key to the whole thing is, making somebody feel good, making somebody feel like you actually care and you value the relationship. Because that's what you're doing when you send something like this. You're saying you actually value the relationship that the potential of this relationship is really, really good and you value it. And that is a big deal. Now, I send out a nice to meet you. And this one's not in the design catalog. I've been told I need to put it there. It says 1 universe, 8 planets, 195 countries, 18,307 islands, 7 seas. And I had the pleasure of meeting you. Now, I'm a little bit different. I actually send a treat, which is caramel popcorn. And this wonderful foldable phone holder that is an absolutely amazing tool. I have one that sits on my desk every day and use it every single day. Matter of fact, I won't even go on vacation without it. It's so useful to me. So anyway, I think when somebody gets this gift package, they really know, like, hey, this guy really wants to have a great, relationship with me. He is investing in me right now. And that's really exactly what I am doing. I'm investing in them. So anyway, there you have it. When you want to make an extra special first impression, which we have that capability as well, send a personalized laser engraved gift. There are a lot to choose from. Here's one. It was nice to meet you with a charcuterie board. No wine or cheese or crackers included. Sorry. But anyway, as you can see, it's a really great charcuterie board that you can put somebody's name on. And maybe, it's the first impression after the deal's done. Maybe this is what you send. It was great to meet you. It was great to do business with you. Not sure, what it is that you're trying to accomplish. We are talking about that first impression right now and what it means to, a prospect, potential customer, when they see this stuff. And first impressions matter. So make an effort to be remembered, right? Be remembered. That is kind of the whole deal. Now, I want to just spend a couple of minutes. And what I want to spend a couple of minutes on is this. I have a couple of rules. And luckily, if you're a Mailbox Power user, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. And I have my phone, and all I have to do is click on a link that I have that puts somebody in my nice to meet you automation. And Mailbox Power will just do the rest. They will print and ship that thing the next business day, give me a tracking number so I can track it right to their front door. And that's when I'm going to make that follow-up call. I will probably send an email beforehand or maybe a text just saying it was great to meet you. But one of the rules I have is in a physical meeting, I don't leave the parking lot. I actually go, I get in my car, I start my car, I grab their business card or whatever they've given me, and I actually take that business card and I put their name and address into the Mailbox Power system, into my nice to meet you automation, which will automatically make that connection for me. It will create the gift where I don't even have to do anything other than that. Now, this is easy for me because I've been doing it for a long time. If you don't have a nice to meet you automation set up, go to the design catalog and take a peek. Take a look around because you'll probably find something there that'll suit your fancy, that will represent you. Don't be afraid to change the text inside to make it sound like you, because that's important as well. If it doesn't sound like you, it's going to feel contrived and cheap and, you're trying to buy them or something. And we don't want that. We want it to sound like you. And, the card I use, it sounds like me. No doubt about it. It's mine. The front of the card to the inside, short message, nothing crazy. Don't forget to put, use the back of the card because everybody will look. Make sure and put your personal information back there, your logo. Don't logo up on all this stuff. Really, it was really, really nice to meet you. I'm grateful that we got to meet. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. And folks, it really does change things. It changes how people feel, about this whole thing, how they feel about you. And like I said, that first impression, like you could have that meeting, but after the meeting, then what? Right? Then what? How are you going to be different? How are you going to stand out from the crowd? And what does that even look like? That stand out from the crowd. It is a big deal. It is a big deal to a lot of folks when they meet you. They want to know, like, well, does this person want to do business with me? Well, I promise you what, if they get a package from me with a card and some treats, a useful tool, well, they're going to know for a fact that Joe wants to do business with them. And I got to tell you, you're just shortcutting a sales cycle. You remember the stats I was reading, they cut their sales cycle in half. It used to be 45 days, and they cut it down to just over 2 weeks. The sales cycle being cut down means you can make more sales, right? And businesses grow off of more sales. And that's kind of the whole dang thing. So, I think, if you understand, kind of what we're doing and how we do it and how you could potentially use, this platform in this setting, I really believe that your business will grow. You will grow. And you will end up, reaping the benefits of a great relationship with somebody. And then, the other piece of this is I get texts all the time, and I want to share, I want to share something with you. So let me do this. Let me share a quick screen with you so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I get texts that look like this. Thank you so much for the birthday brownie and card. I truly appreciate your thoughtfulness. This is a constant for me. It's a constant for me because I'm constantly thanking people for meeting with me. I'm celebrating their birthday. I am sending a nice to meet you. I'm sending something to them that elicits a response. because they aren't expecting it. They're not expecting to receive a gift from me. That doesn't, now there are some people who are involved in my presentations who do expect to get a gift from me because I've told them a gift is coming. I just don't tell them what it is because I like to build, that anticipation. And really, that's what this is about. Are you getting those texts? Are you getting emails? Are you getting things from folks who are like, who are telling you, how much they actually, appreciate what you're doing? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this thing. Yes, it's a little early, 15 minutes on First Impressions Matter. And I do want to share, one more piece with you, and that is this. We do have overviews weekly. And there's a realtor overview, an insurance overview. Those are on Mondays, as well as a general business overview. And then there's a network marketing and direct sales overview on Tuesday. And you can find those on our website. If you're already a Mailbox Power user, you could just log in. You'll see those right on the right-hand side, right where those are at. Other than that, whoever invited you to show up and see this Lunch and Learn today, you can see it. You can ask them how to find that as well. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you for using Mailbox Power. I appreciate you more than you will ever know. And go out today and make a great first impression. Really, when you meet with somebody, send them a nice to meet you. Send them a thank you for just meeting with them. That's enough. You'll put in that extra effort that they will recognize, and you will benefit from it, and so will they. Go out and make somebody feel good today. Thank you, and we'll see you around, everybody. Bye-bye.